hardship, our economy in tatters. Ned Nwoko gives reason Tinubu's policy won't work. Exactly. So Ned Nwoko now, who is also a chieftain of the APC, is now saying that our economy is tattered already. And we know it's tattered, nothing is working. And he's also giving more reasons why Tinubu's policies won't work. But will Tinubu change his policies? He will not. So what are they going to do differently to alleviate the ongoing suffering in Nigeria? Quite unfortunate situation, I must tell you the truth. So let me hear exactly what Ned Nwoko has more. The senator representing Delta North Senatorial District in the Nigerian Senate, Ned Nwoko, has insisted that no economic policy would work in the country as long as Nigeria continues to allow use of different currencies. Or currency. What are the different currencies? So the lawmaker stated this during Wednesday's edition of China's television Politics Today, noting that the economy is currently in tatters. So the senator said that Nigeria is the only country where multiple currencies are being used concurrently, thereby making the local currency valueless. Now that is not the issue, my friend. Better find what is happening. So our economy, as it is in tatters. It is in some kind of quagmire. It doesn't matter how you look at it or policies you are trying to introduce here and there. Nothing will work, the lawmaker said. Nothing will work as long as we keep tying the exchange rate to our consumption. When we became an independent nation, we had naira and our currency was quite strong. So then suddenly we began to have other currencies, dollar particularly, and pounds, and now euro. There is no country that I know in the world that has the use of multiple currencies. So if you go to Britain with the dollar, you must change it at the BDC to pounds. You cannot pay for anything with the dollar in the UK. Everybody is paid their salaries in pounds in the UK. The same thing when you go to America, everybody uses dollar. So for things to work, assuming that we agree to phase out the use of foreign currency in Nigeria, what it means is that if you want to buy oil, gas, or gold in Nigeria, it will require you to use only the naira. So if you are coming from the UK, for example, they would look for naira so that they can transact because they know they can't use any other currency. So currently, nobody looks for naira because we've made it so easy for them to transact with other currencies. They can come here with any currency, and that means effectively there is no global demand for our naira. Our money has no value beyond naira. And that is true. All these big companies, Shell, Mobil, and all of them, even government agencies, and even Total or Chevron, when they are bringing their own money from their country to come and do business in Nigeria, they will still spend it in pounds and dollars and euros. They will not change it to naira. And that is the gospel truth. And when they want to ship the money from the country, Nigeria, out to their home countries, they also want to ship it in dollars. So how can you be in a country that has naira and you are transacting with dollars? I think to a very large extent, this makes a bit of sense. But the question is, we are good in speaking the good English, but doing the needful, no way. We can't do it. And that is the very bad part of it. So he said, for things to work, we must prevent the use of foreign currencies, and then people will start to look for the naira. And when they begin to look for naira, our currency will appreciate. Ned Nwoko's bill for the prohibition of foreign currency use in Nigeria is currently before the Senate. That makes sense. If he has gone to a level where the bill has been passed, he has sponsored the bill and is being read right now, and then that will stop both all the oil companies, all the foreign companies in Nigeria from using their home country currency in Nigeria. That will make sense. So if you are coming in, it's either you buy the naira from your home country or you come to Nigeria and buy the naira or transact in naira before you can do your business. I think that will make a bit of sense. And that will then increase the demand for naira both at local and international market, and that will help When the demand of naira goes up, the value definitely will go up. I think there's a bit of sense in what Ned Nwoko is trying to say. It looks like there's a bit of sense in it. Okay. And some say, may God bless you for saying the truth. If foreign currencies are banned in Nigeria, Naira will appreciate massively. We need more of Ned Nwoko and Alin Dume. That makes sense. And some say, unfortunately, um, our CBN Governor Cardoso at the moment looks like a beer parlor economist implementing monetary policy that have no value, that have consistently failed to defend the value of the naira, and yet they are still not ready to change their approach. We are all in. We are all in for it. Abi, something thumbs up for Ned Nwoko. I think if Ned Nwoko has gone to the level of sponsoring a bill to implement what he's saying, not just suggesting it, I think I'll give him kudos for that. At least I'll give him kudos for that. So your colleagues will not understand and accept that because dollar makes it easy for them to loot. Last time I traveled to Cambodia, I discovered that their own national currency was so worthless because they had adopted the use of dollar. So to the extent that their own currency was exchanging for around 4,000 to 5,000 for a dollar. So even the citizens would prefer that you pay them in dollars for any transaction. So there was an occasion when someone paid a bike rider with their local currency. He collected it and tore it to pieces. Can you imagine? So I asked why, and he said it was worthless and could not buy anything. Throughout my stay in that country, I was using dollar. That is a country that is ranking the same with Nigeria in terms of corruption. So their politicians are looters, just the same way Nigerian politicians are looters. So their police, immigration, and other government agencies collect and beg for bribe openly, just the same it is done in Nigeria, the same way it is done in Nigeria. Nah, that was serious. So, another person saying, thank you, our distinguished senator. Please mobilize your colleagues to ensure that the bill for non-use of foreign currency as legal tender in Nigeria passed through the Senate for presidential assent. That would be very good if he can do that. And if it works, then it means that the guy is good. Tinubu's economic policies is to enrich himself and family. Huge nonsense. Nothing good can come from an ex-drug lord who is never satisfied with money. This is true, but Europeans will not understand. This guy don't turn him to something else. So, what be Europeans who don't understand that. So that is exactly what Ned Nwoko is pushing, and I pray if it works, that will be a very great one for Nigeria for now. All the companies, all the foreign transactions going on in Nigeria should be done in Naira and not in pounds or dollars or euros. That is it. If you don't like it, then go to another country. So let me have your view. What Ned Nwoko is pushing, will it work? Is it right? Will CBN and Tinubu accept? Will all the other senators accept it? Let's hear your views and opinions on this matter.